Okay. Very phonetic and beautiful good morning to all of you and welcome to our class of mathematics. Now here we are turning on the second topic of this lesson, that is square and square roots. Okay. So before of that, what we have learned? We have learned some examples which is related to our 6.1, exercise 6.1. Within that we have learned some properties that are based on square and square roots. Okay. Within that what we have seen? We have seen number of properties, number of rules that is applicable to the particular questions. Okay, and on the basis of that properties and rules only we have solved all 6.1. Okay, now same what you have to do for the second exercise, it is totally depend on these two topics. That is, one is that three topics actually, but I have taken two. One we will see it later after erasing this one. Okay, so first is that what is a Pythagorean property, okay, and what is Pythagorean triplet. Okay, triplet it means three means tri, that is 3. Okay, quadri means 4. Like as that from the name you will get something. Okay, so triplet it means we will have something that is 3 in the quantity of 3. Okay, so first of all, before learning this Pythagorean triplet, we will learn what is the Pythagorean property. Okay, so just observe in your home now. What you have to do, you have to take the 3 square sheets. Okay, 3 square sheets of having the units how much I will tell you. Okay, so first of all we will suppose that we have a 3 square sheets of the units how much. First of all we will take 3, 4 and 5. Like as that we will take the 3 sheets. Okay, one is having the 3 units from each side. Okay, this is having a 4 unit and this is a 5 unit. Okay, and now try to gather these 3 sheets within the like overlapping on each other. Okay, so that it will form one of the triangle. Okay, it may be right angle triangle, it may be acute angle triangle, or it may be obtuse angle triangle. Okay, but from these 3 triangle, what you have to choose? You have to choose the first one, that is right angle triangle. If some of this pair that is forming this pair now, if it is forming which angle? Right angle triangle. Okay, so that should be your Pythagorean triplet. That triplet should be a Pythagorean triplet, with the help of which you will form the triangle. Okay, with the help of which you will form the triangle, but it should be a right triangle only. Okay, so now just imagine, we will consider, we don't have a paper sheet, so you just consider, like suppose first of all I have gathered something like that one. Okay, suppose, and the next one will be like as that, so it is a square. Simply it is a square, and in the opposite side I have drawn something like that. So I will erase this one so that you will get it clear. See what we have did? We have did this arrangement like as that. Suppose it is like that. So this is also one square. Suppose it is having 4 units, it is having 3 units, it is having a 5 unit. So for this 4 unit I will extend it like that one. Okay. So it should made a squares. Okay. Combined, it will be combined. Okay. So like as that you have to do this activity, okay, by taking 3 craft paper of having, one is of 5 units, like put the 5 units 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, again you have 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, again you have 3 units, 1, 2, 3, okay, equal size, and here also 1, 2, 3. Here 4 is there, that's why 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So like as that, what you have to take? This is the 4 units area, this is 5 units, and this is 3 units. Okay. So what if we just gathered with each other? It is forming here the right angle triangle. Okay, it is forming the right angle triangle. It is forming the, so that's why if you take the number of this one, like this 3, 4, 5, if you take any numbers which we can say natural numbers or the whole numbers. Okay, but it should form a right angle triangle. It should form the right angle triangle. If it will form the right angle triangle, then it will be your Pythagorean triplet. Okay, because in its property you have explained that, that's why we have to follow this way. Okay, now see, suppose if we take the numbers apart from this, that is 3, 4, 5, apart from 3, 4, 5, it will take, after 5 there will be 6, 7, 8. Okay, now if you take these numbers, what will you will find within that if you arrange this like as that one. Okay, so you will get quite tilt. This rectangle should be this this right angle should be quite tilt like this, so it will becomes like in that way it will be formed. Okay, so this is nothing but your acute angle triangle. What is this? It is your we can call it as a Pythagorean triplet, otherwise we will not call it as a Pythagorean. Okay. So have you understood this one? Okay, if you understood this one, try with this one. Okay, try with that numbers, whether it should form this right angle triangle in the middle, or it should form the acute angle triangle or obtuse angle triangle, and tell me what the answer you get. Okay. So now apart from this one, now if you are done with this and understand, take this screenshot, I will erase it. So now see. Now apart from this one, what you have to do? You have to first of all understand the property. Now you have seen that example. Now we will understand the property, how it goes like. So see, in the right angle triangle, area of the square, just now we have seen that area of the square made on the longest side is equal to the area of the squares drawn on the two smaller sides of that particular square. Okay. So see, here we have seen 4 units, here we have seen 3 units, and here it was 5. Okay, so it was like as that. Okay, it means whatever the two sides is there, its area it means square of the side, that is square of 4, here square of 3, and the sum of this one. What we have taken? Sum, that is addition. It should be equal to the area of this third side, that is area, it means again it's square, area it means side into side, so we are getting the square, so it is a 5 square. Okay. So in that way, addition of these first two numbers, that is square of these two numbers, it should be equal to the square of the third number. Okay, if this equation satisfies, that is if left hand side is equal to its right hand side, then you can say that these numbers are the Pythagorean triplet, otherwise it should not a Pythagorean triplet. Okay, so just find out. 4 4s are 16 plus 3 3s are 9 is equal to 5 5s are 29, and this 16 plus 9 it is nothing but the 25 only. So 25 is equal to 25. Is it okay? Is it correct according to that property? We have find out the answer. Okay, that we got the sum of the squares of the first two numbers, it is equal to the square of the third. That is, we can say in place of square you can write down the area also, this word. Okay, according to the property. So have you understood this one? Now just turning to our triplet. Triplet is nothing but that only. What you have seen right now, this is nothing but your triplet. But here you have one condition. Like see, PT means Pythagorean triplet. In short, I have written. Okay, PT is a Pythagorean triplet. It is a set of 3 whole numbers. Triplet, I already told you, triplet it means 3. So set of 3 whole numbers in which the square of sum of the squares of first two numbers, it is equal to the square of the third number. Okay, so that is called as a Pythagorean triplet, but it has one condition, that is whenever you will take the Pythagorean triplet, it should be greater than 1, and this n is nothing but it is any positive integer. Now see, in the set of integer you will get the two numbers. See, in the set of integer you will get 0 in the middle, positive number to its right side up to infinity, and negative numbers to its left side up to infinity. You have that any number sets up to infinity. Means it don't have a limit or ending. That's why if you find out the Pythagorean triplet also, okay, it should be also infinite Pythagorean triplet you will get, because we don't have a finite number set. That's why this Pythagorean triplet will not also have a finite values. It will have a infinite sets. Okay, because we don't have a numbers. We don't have a infinite numbers, finite numbers. That's why. So see, apart from this one, that is integer should be. It is now 0 also, positive also, negative also. But what you have to find out? You have to find out only positive integer. It means you have to take only positive integer. That is, see, here you have to take the positive integer. Now if you take the positive integer, it should be greater than 1. Obviously, greater than 1 only. Because if you take the 1 only, now see 1 is also positive. But I already explained you that if you multiply any number with the 1, you will get 1 only. Means why to waste the time? That's why take the another number that is greater than 1. So we will take 2. Now within that one very important thing is that we have just now find out the Pythagorean triplet, that is 3 4 5. Okay, 3 4 5 it is nothing but the Pythagorean triplet, and it is the most trivial and the smallest Pythagorean triplet. You know that 2 is it is a prime number. Smallest prime number is 2, but it is an even prime number, and rather than this 2 we don't have any even prime number. All are odd. Like as that same, if someone asks you which is the smallest Pythagorean triplet, what you have to reply? You have to reply the smallest Pythagorean triplet. It is, the set is 3 4 5. Okay. Now if this is the smallest, if you have the number of Pythagorean triplet, how we will find out? See how we will find out. See here, I'll explain here. Now see, take this first Pythagorean triplet. At least you have to learn first Pythagorean triplet. Okay, that is 3, 4, 5. And apart from this one, now you can find out the infinite Pythagorean triplet. But how you can find out? See, take this first number, that is 3, 4, 5. Okay, it is the first Pythagorean triplet, first set of Pythagorean triplet. Now, if we multiply this number, now it is 1 into this number. According to that property, no, that is any positive integer should be greater than 1. Okay, so that will form the Pythagorean triplet. Greater than 1, it means if we take the 1, we will got the same number. Greater than 2, it means we have to take the 2 here. So you have 2 multiplied with this same set, 3, 4, 5. What we will get? 3. Now see, do the multiplication here. From backward to forward, it is your choice. Do whatever you want, but don't put the carry because we are not doing the addition here. Okay, just we are doing the multiplication separately, but then comma. Okay. So here 3 to the 6. Now 4 to the 8, and 5 to the it is 10. So what is the next Pythagorean triplet? That is 6, 8, 10. So in that way you can find out the number of Pythagorean triplet even if you forget how we have to write down. Okay, so don't waste the time in checking whether it is follow that property, whether it follows the right side and left side equal, not like that. So don't waste time within that. Okay, you can follow this simple method by multiplying this all numbers, that is this first number only, by all the numbers greater than 1. So greater than 1 it means first time you can multiply with 2, then later you can multiply with 3, later you can multiply with 4, like as that up to infinite time you can find out the infinite Pythagorean triplet. Okay. Now next, how it is formed? By multiplying this same Pythagorean triplet 3, 4, 5. Okay. By which number? By next natural number. We can say next positive integer. Okay. So 3. What will be the required answer? 3 3 is 9. Okay. Now next, 3 4 is 4 3 is 12. Okay. And 5 3 is 15. So in that way, if you find out the answers, you will get it like a 9, 12, 15. So in that way, you can find out the number of Pythagorean triplet. Okay. So just try, and just after trying this one, check it whether it is really Pythagorean triplet or not by doing the addition of first one, taking the square, and just form that whether it is a square of the third side or not, equal to the third side or not. Okay. So see, in that way we have find out the Pythagorean triplet. Remember that 3, 4, 5, whatever I have given, at least you have to know the previous knowledge regarding to this one. Now apart from this one, you have this condition here. Okay, if someone asked you, that is if, now see, in that case, if I have given you only one Pythagorean triplet, okay, if in your next exercise, that is in 6.2 I think, there they have given to you only one member of this Pythagorean triplet. Now we have 3 members now in the Pythagorean triplet, but actually they have given you first one only. Now it's your choice to identify the next two. Okay, that is, it means that is also most confusing, that whether this suppose I have given only 3 here. Okay, now it's my choice where I can put this 3. Okay, the order should be correct. I can't put 3 here and 4 here, or like 3, 4 I can put here, but 3 should not be here. Okay, like as that if sequence is changed, its answer will change. Like see, I am erasing this one. Take this screenshot fast. Okay, now I erase this all things. See, in that what we have to follow. See, if I change the order, okay, if I don't know where I have to put the first number, what is given to me, and if I have put that number in that order, so now just find out whether it will follow the Pythagorean triplet or not. So what's the Pythagorean triplet? Generally, if one member is given, you have to find out the second two. Okay, so in that, for finding the others two, okay, if one is given, you have to consider the first number from this 3 1. Now it's your choice. You can consider this any one, but it should be correct. That what condition it should satisfy? That is, you should get the positive integer only. That n should be a positive integer only. If you are not getting the positive integer, it will not follow this property. Okay, or it will not the value of this one. Okay, suppose if I am keeping this given number as a value of 2n, and if I am not getting integer number, positive integer, then it will be false. I have to move toward second member. Okay, so for the second member I have to consider the value. If it is also not satisfied, I have to turn the third one. And if also it is not satisfied, it means this number will be not a Pythagorean triplet. Okay. So see here, one by one we will solve. Now if checking is there, if they are asking you check whether the given number is a Pythagorean triplet or not, you already know that 3, 4, 5 it is a set of Pythagorean triplet. But if I change the order of this one, okay. Now see, if in the right angle triangle this side should be greater than this two, okay. And if I have written this greater number here, I am keeping the smaller number in the hypotenuse, that is smaller number, and here also I am taking the smaller number. Will it satisfy this property? No, it will not form a right angle triangle. It will form a acute as well as otherwise it will form obtuse. Okay. But my condition is to the what? I should get the right angle triangle only. If I am not getting right angle triangle, it will be not hold for the Pythagorean triplet. Okay. So see whether it will follow or not. Take the square of first two number, that is 4 square plus 5 square. Okay, first two numbers, it should be equal to the square of third number according to my property. Correct? Now find out the square. 4 4s are 16, 5 5s are 25, and square of 3 it is nothing but 9. See this value of these two, that is addition of these two one. Is it equal to this 9? No, because here only we are getting now. This 16 is also greater than 9, this 25 is also greater than 9. So how it should be equal? That's why this order is changed. That's why it is not a Pythagorean triplet. Okay, that also you have to remember very well. Clear? So see, now we will take an example one by one from your exercise. Now see, within that you have to understand what you have to focus more on. That is, first of all, what is the Pythagorean triplet and what is its property. Apart from this one, you have to remember at least 5 Pythagorean, set of 5 Pythagorean triplet. Okay, and even if you forget, you can find out by doing the calculation whatever I have told you. Okay, apart from this one, keep that thing in mind which is very important. That's why I keep note here. That is, for any positive integer which is n greater than 1, you should follow the property that is twice n comma n square minus 1 n square plus 1. Okay, so this is nothing but the set of Pythagorean triplet. So how we have written 3, 4, 5. In that way you can write down this. This first is 2n, second is n square minus 1, third is n square plus 1. Okay. If one member is given, you can find out the other members by using this formula, which is very important. Okay. So keep in mind. Now we will turn to the examples depending on this property. How we can find out the other two members of the Pythagorean set if one member is given to us. Okay, by considering whether it is exactly 2n, n square minus 1 or n square plus 1. Now it's your choice. Simply they have given you all the members like 2n. First member they have given you, remaining 2 you have to find out. Okay, but still we will take one false method that we don't want as like that we will consider. Okay, so that you will get whether why we are taking 2n only, not n square minus 1 and not n square plus 1. Okay, so just follow. I am erasing this one. If you want, take this screenshot fast. Okay, done. Okay, see, now we will see the exercise. Now, in your exercise 6.2, what you have given, first question it is like find the squares of the following numbers. It is depending on actual multiplication. Without actual multiplication, you have to find out. That we will see later after this point. First, we will complete the Pythagorean triplet. Okay. Second question we will see, that is write the Pythagorean triplet whose one member you have given. So we will write down the question number 2 from your exercise 6.2. Okay, exercise 6.2. Within that, see, first question you have given one member. Okay, and the one member is given. First of all, 6 is given. In the second question, 14 is given. In the third question, that is given COD, it is 16, and in the last one, we have given 18. Okay. Now see, I will solve only 2. Remaining 2 you have to solve. Okay. Now see, within that, what you have to observe first of all, you have given only one member from these 3. But do you know that which is the place? What is the order of that member? Whether this, suppose if you consider for A is equal to 6 means for first one, if first member is 6, so is it a 2n or is it a n square minus 1 or is it a n square plus 1? That we don't know. So that's why first of all we have to find out whether this member belongs from the first position, second position or third position, because we already seen we change the position by mistakenly, we will not get a Pythagorean triplet. Okay, so that is why I am saying repeatedly, you have to focus on the order of this member. You can't put that this first member, it means it should not have first member only, it should be second also, it should be third also. Now we will take the reverse order of this one, okay, in order to know why we are taking this position of this numbers. Okay, देखो सबसे पहले आपको क्या करना है, इस बैकवर्ड टू फॉरवर्ड कंसिडर करो कि ये भी मेंबर हो सकता है, ये जो हमें 6 दिया है, it should be n square plus 1 also, it should be n square minus 1 also, it should be twice n also. We don't know, so that's why we will find out this one. Okay, so now suppose first of all for A we will write down this one. We have to consider this is n square plus 1. Okay, suppose we are just supposing this one. I will write down suppose also. Suppose this 6 is nothing but n square plus 1. Okay, n square plus 1 is equal to 6. Now we just have supposed, exactly we don't know whether it is 2n, whether it is n square minus 1 or whether it is n square plus 1. Okay, we are assuming only. So अगर हमने n square plus 1 is equal to 6 consider किया, तो we have to find out the value of n and want to find out whether it is a positive integer or not. If it is positive integer, then only we will consider that it is a correct value. Okay, means this 6 belongs to this third order only. Okay, not the second and first. But if it is not correct, we have to turn to the second. If this is also not correct, we have to turn to the first only. Okay, so just consider that is n square will remain as it is. This equal to 6 will come here, plus will become minus 1, which is equal to, now n square will be as it is 6 minus 1, it is 5. Now you have to find out n only. You have to find out n only, not a n square. Okay, right now. So that's why this n should be greater than 1. Only n, not n square. But it is n square. Now see, directly you can say, if you find out the square root of 5, that is if n is equal to as it is, and you have to take in the square root of 5, it should be very less than 1. Right? It should be, it is, obviously it is less than 1, but we want this, according to this condition, we want the greater number, that is greater than 1, but the answer is coming less than 1. If we take the square root of 5, it is greater than, it is very smaller than 1. That's why we can say, so n is not a positive integer, or you can directly say n is not an integer. Okay, we will not get an integer, we will get something decimal. So we don't want the decimal, we want an integer which is also a positive integer. But square root should be positive or negative. Okay, that's also one point. That's why we want a positive only, but it should be an integer. But here this condition is not satisfying. So we can say n square plus 1, it is not equal to 6. So this member is not a third member. So what we have to do now? We will turn to the second condition, that is we will consider this 6 as the second member, that is n square minus 1. Okay. So now this was the first. So second, consider n square minus 1 is equal to 6. Now consider this 6 as the value of n square minus 1. So find out n square is equal to 6 as it is, minus 1 will become plus 1, and this n square is equal to 6 plus 1, it is nothing but 7. So what is the again? See, again we have to find out n only, not n square. But if we find the n and if we get the 7 in the square, it will again less than 1. It is also less than 1, very smaller than 1. So whether we have to take it or not? No, because the condition is n is greater than 1. We have to take the number n that is greater than 1. But we are not getting the greater value, so we are not getting the positive integer. Okay, again we can say, so it is a false, that is n is not a positive integer. Every time we have to write down this reason why we are not taking the value of this 6 as a n square plus 1 or n square minus 1 or 2n. So that is n is not a positive integer. Okay, so we will not take this 6 as a n square minus 1 also. So what remain now? Only 2n. So now finally the value should be this one only. If it is not, then the question is wrong. Okay, if it is correct, then it is good. Okay. So now see, third case I will write down here. You just write down systematically. Okay. So now what is the third condition? That is 2n equal to, we have to consider this member, that is 6. Now find out whether we get n that is greater than 1 or what. So n will be as it is. This is 6 divided by 2. 2 3s are 6. See what we get? n is equal to 3. Okay. So is this a greater than 1? Is it a greater than 1? Obviously 3 is greater than 1. It means the value of 6, it is belongs to the first place only, not in the second and third position. Got it? That why we are not taking the n square minus 1 as this member or n square plus 1 as this member? Because we are not getting the positive integer. That's why we have taken that 2n is equal to 6, and that's why we have taken, because we get this integer na, which is positive also and greater than 1 also. That's why the condition is satisfied according to the triplet. Okay, that's why it will now form the Pythagorean triplet. So आपको क्या करना है, बस फॉल्स अजम्पशन आप ले सकते हो. क्यों? आपकी प्रैक्टिस के लिए, ठीक है? क्योंकि आपको ये भी आना चाहिए कि हम ये क्यों नहीं ले सकते, ये क्यों नहीं ले सकते, सिर्फ हमने ये क्यों लिया है. That's why for just clarifying this doubts, okay, and this difficult questions which is coming to your mind, okay, you have to take this false assumption first of all, and finally you will be on the right stage, right position. Okay, so यहाँ तक तो हमने फाइनल कर लिया. That is we have find out the value of n, but what's remain now? एक तो मेंबर हमने n फाइंड आउट कर लिया कि ये 2n की वैल्यू है 6. ओके, हम यहाँ पे चेंज कर लेंगे. दैट इज 2n की वैल्यू 6 है हमारी, क्योंकि n हमारा n ग्रेटर देन 1 आया है. सो वी कैन से n इज ग्रेटर देन 1 व्हिच इज अ पॉजिटिव इंटीजर. ओके, समझ में आया? यहाँ तक हमने n की वैल्यू फाइंड आउट कर ली. अब क्या करना है हमें? एक तो मेंबर हमें मिल गया 2n इक्वल टू 6 जो था, बट हमने क्या करना है, सेकंड और थर्ड मेंबर फाइंड आउट करना बाकी है हमारे. ओके, इसीलिए आपको क्या करना होगा, यहाँ पे n स्क्वायर की जगह n की जगह इस n की जो आपने फाइंड आउट की है वैल्यू, वो वैल्यू यहाँ पे पुट अप कर लो. उसके बाद n स्क्वायर माइनस 1 की वैल्यू फाइंड आउट करो. जो भी वैल्यू आएगी पुट इट इन द सेकंड प्लेस. Next again put the value of n within that n square plus 1, so that you will get the value of third position also. That is third triplet you will get it. So just find out one by one. देखो ये आपने अगर लिख लिया है, then take the screenshot. I will erase it now. Okay, done. Here. Now I erase that all things and only put this one. Okay. अब आपको क्या करना है, ये 6 डिलीट करना है क्योंकि हमें 6 नहीं लेना है. सपोज भी डिलीट कर दो क्योंकि हम सपोज नहीं कर रहे, जस्ट वी आर जस्ट फाइंडिंग द वैल्यू. ओके, अब हमें क्या करना है, वी हैव टू पुट द वैल्यू ऑफ n विद इन दैट टू इक्वेशंस, n स्क्वायर माइनस 1 एंड अनदर n स्क्वायर प्लस 1. ओके, सो पुट दैट n स्क्वायर प्लस 1, n स्क्वायर माइनस 1. फर्स्ट इज n स्क्वायर माइनस 1, so we will write down minus here, and here we will write down plus. Okay, now just see what is the value of n, 3. Put 3, that is 3 square minus 1, 3 3s are 9 minus 1, it is nothing but 8. So what is the second triplet? Second member of the triplet? 8. Okay, because this is the value of n square minus 1 and it will be 8 only. If you again put n within that n square plus 1, what you will get? Put 3 square plus 1, it will be 3 3s are 9 plus 1, 10. So what is the next triplet? n square plus 1, it is how much? Very good. It is nothing but the 10 only. So now this is 6, 8, 10. It is nothing but our Pythagorean triplet, right? So in that way, you can find out the number of Pythagorean triplet by considering if you have given the value of one member. Okay, from 3, if you given only one member, by clarifying this assumption as well as by directly taking the value, you can find out. Okay, in both the way, I have clarified your doubts indirectly without your question. Okay. So now keep in mind how we can find out in that way. Okay, by putting either 2n is equal to that value which is given to you, or by putting this n plus 1, n square minus 1. Okay. Now second condition is, second value is, second member is 14. Okay, you are given 14. So like as 6, you can put for the 14 also. Okay. So अब ये हो गया, तो इसका स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो एक बार. I will erase that one. Okay. Done. Now see, we will take the second. Now one is done. Second भी करके दे रहे हो मैं. C and D you have to solve. Okay. So just D will go to the solution. One member is 14. So now directly we will consider the from first one. Why to take from backward to forward? Directly we will take from forward to backward, so that we will get in a first step we will get the answer. Okay. So we will consider for the 2n. That is 2n is equal to 14. Okay. अब फाइंड आउट करो हमारी n की वैल्यू क्या आनी चाहिए, ग्रेटर देन 1 आनी चाहिए. ठीक है. So n is equal to 14 divided by 2. 2 7s are 14. So n is equal to 7 we got. Is this 7 greater than 1 as well as positive integer? greater than 1 and it is a positive integer. Okay. Now once you have find out 7, then find out the value of these remaining two members. Your first member 2n, how much you got? 14. So write down the first member 14, comma remaining 2 1 you have to find out by putting n as in the value of n square minus 1 and later in the value of n square plus 1 as a third member. Okay. So put n, what is n? 7. 7 square minus 1, 7 7s are 49 minus 1. So it is equal to 48. So second member is 48, right? Again put this 7, that is value of n within that equation. So it is the 7 square plus 1, right? 7 square it is nothing but 49 plus 1 equal to. So 49 plus 1 it is nothing but the 50. So the remaining last member is the 50. Okay. So is it clear everything? Now see, I have explained you in the D format. I hope that you have understood. This is most important, okay, that you have to focus more on that condition, that your condition should satisfy. Otherwise you will get in a false way, okay. So see, in that way we have find out the triplet for this one, 14, 48, 50. Now if this answer is correct or not, you can find out, you can check this answer. How you can check? See, take the square of these first two terms. This sum of the squares of the first two numbers, it should be equal to the square of third number according to our triplet property. Okay? So if you get the left hand side and right hand side equal, then your answer is correct. Okay? So in that way you can check your method also. That is shortly I will do here. See, क्या करना है आपको? First member और second member. Okay? So second member is 48. इन दोनों की square करनी है, साथ में एडिशन भी करनी है, बिकॉज प्रॉपर्टी में वैसा कहा है हमने, एंड इट शुड बी इक्वल टू स्क्वायर ऑफ द थर्ड नंबर. ओके, अब क्या करना है आपको? फाइंड आउट द स्क्वायर ऑफ 14, राइट डाउन हियर. फाइंड आउट द स्क्वायर ऑफ 48, राइट डाउन हियर. फाइंड आउट द स्क्वायर ऑफ 50, राइट डाउन हियर, एंड डू द एडिशन ऑफ दिस टू वन. डू द एडिशन ऑफ, just keep it as it is, no need to do the addition. Find out only whether this left hand side is equal to right hand side or not. If it is equal, then your answer is exactly right. Okay, if not, then you are just missing somewhere something. Okay, so just focus on. Now in that way we have completed Pythagorean triplet. Okay, in the next video we will complete that finding the squares of the number without doing actual multiplication. Okay, so that one we will see. Now for the today it's okay with this one. What you have to do in the homework, your 6.2 is there. Okay, with that we have seen only question number 2. So that only you have to solve today. Okay, only question number 2, not question number 1. So I will tell you that question number 1 later in the next video. Okay, so for today it's enough with this. Remember this all properties, triplets, and this note also, which is very important. Okay, and solve this in that way. So thank you. Have a wonderful day.